In today's video, I'm going to be going over the best way to find a duo partner for the future and upcoming tournaments in Chapter 3 Season 1. As you guys know, duos is the game mode for all of 2022, and you guys need to know the best way to find the best duo partner that you can. In this video, I'm going to be going over 3 primary methods along with general requirements that you should have as long as you're finding a duo partner. Of course, please consider using code Sonata YT in the item shop if you guys do want to support me. But let's hop into this video. So starting off, I'm going to be going over the general requirements that you guys should have while you are looking for a duo partner. This is going to be a quick section and I'm going to have timestamps in the description so that you guys can jump around the video as you please. So first off, the best tip that I can give you guys is to look for people that are a little bit better than you. This is a really good rule of thumb to have because if you look for players that are better than you, you're going to be improving alongside with them. It's kind of like the philosophy if you're playing professional sports. If you want to be a Division 1 football player, you need to start training like one and training with some of them if you can. In Fortnite, you actually can. You can actually become teammates with a bunch of these good players who have earnings and PR, and you should ideally just look for people that are a little bit better than you. It's going to help you improve immensely. Now, another really good rule of thumb, this is kind of if you get the message when somebody's looking for a teammate. If somebody responds to you just saying yo or just saying IGN, I would almost always turn some of those people down. Unless they're typing immediately after and they send their stats and achievements, I wouldn't really talk to any of those people because those people are kind of just looking for a quick fix of somebody to play with. They're not really interested in succeeding long term, they just want somebody to play a certain tournament with as quick as possible. And then the third primary rule of thumb that I would give you guys is to not worry about PR as much because you may find some hidden gems amongst the people with lower PR. That's a really big requirement. For example, the first trio that I played with, I only had around 50 PR. This was back during Season X when I really didn't have that much PR whatsoever. But the whole point is that you may find players who have really low PR that are very good at the game. And as a general rule of thumb, you guys should 100% not worry about PR and not really give too much thought about it when you guys are playing. Don't really think about PR until around 2 to 3 days into your time duoing with this person. And another really good rule of thumb is that this is duos and you really don't need to match on every single variety of your personality such as you do in trios. That's what makes this game mode so much better. And I do think that a lot of people have forgot what duos is exactly like simply because it hasn't been the game mode in so long. What you guys should really just find is one person that you get along with. One person that you mesh with. You don't need to find your absolute soulmate, but you need to find somebody who you play well with. Test them out in arena, test them out in creative. This is just a general practice if you guys are looking for a duo partner. But overall, those are the 3 general requirements that I would get over. And now let's move on to the methods of actually finding a duo partner. Now first off, this is going to be a pretty obvious one, but it's obviously going to be Discord servers. And Discord servers are some of the best ways to find good people to play with. Basically what you should do in Discord servers is join various Scrim Discord servers, and I do have a video in the top right corner if you guys are interested. But basically what you should do is join these Scrim Discord servers and go into the looking for groups section. In there, you're going to be finding a bunch of people who are looking for teammates and looking for people to play with. And I would recommend that you guys put down a message in which you are talking. And in this message, you're basically just going to want to write what you want in a duo partner and what you bring to the table as a duo partner. This is extremely useful because you're going to be able to find people really quickly respond to your DMs. Make sure your DMs are open, obviously. That's a really important part. And what you can also do is respond to other people's messages on Discord. That's a really smart opportunity that you guys can take advantage of. But overall, let's go over what should be in your message as you're looking for a duo. Now, this is just going to be a random message that I crafted up in my script, but basically it's just going to be this. You can write looking for perm duo, then you can write about me, PC, NA East, KBM, Champions League, motivated to play comp, and then you can say about you, any input, PC, NA East, and then Champions League. This is just a very bare bones and minimum message for anybody who's starting out in competitive, because obviously you do need to be Champions League to play FNCS, and you do need to be on the same region as the person that you're playing with. I would always say that the input of the person you're playing with doesn't matter unless you guys are really, really hyper-focused for whatever reason. I think it's okay if your duo partner is KBM or their controller. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But overall, the big thing to get over is that you guys need to make your message direct, and if you guys are interested in doing this method, you need to be able to do it consistently. However, there is another method of message that I'm going to be going over now. Basically, it's where you just write out, I'm looking for a duo partner, DM me for requirements. What you can do is say, I'm looking for a duo partner, DM me for requirements, and then after that, basically people will DM you and you can just type out the requirements that you want for somebody who you're playing with. And if they don't meet each and every single one of the little tiny requirements that you came up with, it's fine, just try them out, trust me. The more people you try for a duo partner, the better, because that's going to be the more people that you have a chance to properly mesh with. So if you have any variety of a bad feeling with somebody, just keep looking for new people. It's really not that hard on the grand scheme of things for Discord servers. But if you guys try those 2 things in the looking for group or looking for team sections of any Discord server that has to do with scrims or any variety of Fortnite competitive, you should be fine and you'll find a duo partner very quickly. Make sure that you have your IGN ready and make sure to respond quickly because some people do not like being kept waiting. And now another really good method that you guys can try to find a duo partner with is using the Fortnite Tracker website. Now I've gone over Fortnite Tracker plenty of times on this YouTube channel, and overall my message for Fortnite Tracker would be to use the looking for groups section on there. Now this website's really good if you do care about your stats. Basically there's going to be tons of people on here advertising their PR, their wins, basically everything about their competitive profile, and you can go on there and match with people of your similar or better skill level. You can offer to play with them, find their socials, find their Twitter, find basically everything on there, and then connect with that person and start playing with them. Now Fortnite Tracker is becoming an increasingly popular way to do this, and all you really need to do is just navigate to the LFG section, and then once you're there, all you really need to do is just follow the steps. You can select your region, the amount of tournaments you want to play, how much you're able to play per day, and then you can find somebody. Fortnite Tracker is a very useful option that's coming up, and I recommend you guys use it if you're not really familiar with using Discord or any other socials. Fortnite Tracker is also really good because you're able to check people's PR without having to ask them every single time, and you know that if somebody's lying to you. A lot of times what'll happen on Discord and other methods is that somebody will tell you what their PR is, but they'll actually be lying about it. At the end of the day, Fortnite's filled with a bunch of little kids who don't really know exactly what they're doing, so sometimes people will actually lie to you. That's a real thing. I cannot tell you how many times I've been lied to about PR. That's a really big issue with me. But what you can do on Fortnite Tracker is find out somebody's PR immediately, find out their competitive placements and how much they actually play the game. But the third and final method to find a really good duo partner to play with is to use Twitter. Now Twitter's really good because you can tweet that you were looking for a duo of a similar skill level, and a bunch of random people can find you just based off of their feed. This means that if there's a very diehard competitive player that follows a lot of competitive players such as yourself, you're going to be able to connect with that person and play with them. Twitter is also where most of the better players hang out simply because they don't really need to go down to that lower level. The lower level being Discord, Fortnite Tracker, and you can really find somebody there. If you want, you can tweet the same type of messages that I went over for the Discord, but I would just recommend that you guys write looking for duo, DM for requirements. That's just the simplest way to do this. I overall recommend that you guys just do that very quickly, and you don't really put much thought into putting your message on Twitter. If you have any good competitive friends, I'd recommend that they retweet your stuff, because if they can retweet it, then better competitive players are going to be seeing it, and then more people will just want to play with you. And sometimes there is a bit of a gimmick on Twitter. Sometimes people will DM you and they'll ask you for some clips or a montage showing your skill level, and I'd recommend that you always have one ready to go. Maybe every 4 to 5 months, upload a new montage or some new clips that'll help prove how good at the game you actually are. I don't know why some people do this. I find it kind of dumb, but you know, if some people require it, there's no big deal. Just send them the video. Twitter's a really good option if you guys really don't want to use Discord or Fortnite Tracker for whatever reason. But overall, the most popular method is going to be Discord. So you guys can pick and choose which one of these 3 methods that you want to use, and you're eventually going to find the perfect duo partner. Alright guys, that is the video on how to find the best duo partner for FNCS and other tournaments in 2022. I'm going to be wishing you guys all a very Merry Christmas if you guys do celebrate it. And if you don't, Happy Holidays to whatever you're celebrating if you are. But I really enjoyed my 2021. This year has obviously been massive for me. I've increased my channel size from basically 0 to 9,000. And we're probably going to hit 10K in the next couple months. So I thank you guys so much for the support. But that's about it for this video guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.